Oh no, guys. Poor Kerbal Space Program 2. The extremely anticipated sequel to everyone's favorite rocket building space exploration game is a hot mess. A list of bugs longer than a Saturn V read like a terrible medical diagnosis. The developers, smiling bravely in circumstance presumably beyond their control, described the launch as like dropping a kid off for their first day at school. Well, the kid forgot their lunchbox, their uniform, their books, and their pencil case. They showed up at the wrong school on Saturday during half term. If you were stranded on a desert island and had to recreate Kerbal Space Program from memory using nothing but coconut and string, it would like something like Kerbal Space Program 2. The game is now here approaching finish it. It barely resembles the promotional videos, and it isn't really, even by early access standards. If the original game passed you by here's how it works, you run a space center in a fully simulated and persistent solar system designed to be roguely similar to your own, with analogs of Jupiter and Mars and Venus, all booking it around the central star. Using a toy chest of Lego-style, snap-together parts, you're building rocket ships capable of safety or unsafety, ferrying your crews of little green carbonauts into orbit and eventually to the surface of other planets and moons. The cartoonish graphics are underpinned by a punishingly realistic physics system which draws on real-world orbital mechanics to drive the simulator. Your earliest experimental rocket collapse under their own weight or rapidly disassemble themselves mid-launch. Proper standing, it need to neatly decouple, spend full tanks as you blast through the soapiest part of the lower atmosphere, shedding more and more of your rocket like a big self-propelling chestering, until you're going sideways faster than gravity can catch you. Over the year, Kerbal Space Program 1 becomes more complex. It evolved from a simple sandbox into a full campaign with science gathering, contracts, resource, and tech trees. You can populate your solar system with a network of solar-powered comms satellites, linking together a remote orbital space station and beaming a contents feed of fresh data back at your space center. Mod support transformed the game's visual and added a library of player-made parts to choose from. It is a giant, weird, and not always welcoming game. The vertical assembly building and space plane hangar have been merged into one big workshop, which comes with a few quality of life improvements. An tangent part don't get grayed out so you can more easily work on final stage launcher and their finally detailed payloads before sluicing them into your shuttle day. There are a trip planet to which tells you how much energy you need to get to where you want to go, and should reduce the number of times you all tap out to the Google Kerbal Space Program Delta 5 map by exactly 100%. But this edition are dwarfed by everything else that's painfully wrong or missing in this version of Kerbal Space Program 2. You can see your ship thrust to waste ratio as a given stage, which if you're not familiar, it is very helpful number that whether rocket goes up or rocket goes down. And these are the more bugs which were visible in a highly controlled environment at least weeks. Crashing to desktop during simple orbital burns, menus glitching and spamming the screen with a game unpaused message, cable falling through the ground or hovering about it, note sending of your bizarre trajectories. Sadder still is that this version of Kerbal Space Program 2 is so foundationally shaky it actually discouraged you from attempting to build anything too ambitious or complex, in case the game vaporizes your efforts on a whim. There is no sense of achievements when the odds you're up against aren't to do with mastering the complex physics of interplanetary, but the game of half-finished code. Kerbal Space Program that pours cold water and your ambition hardly feels like a Kerbal Space Program at all. Show it out the early access airlock before it could put its EVA suit on. Kerbal Space Program is in need of rescue mission. Thank you for watching, guys.